Hello, XRP community. I'm Jeff, and today, November 27th, 2025, XRP is trading at $2.21, reflecting a 1% daily increase amid ongoing ETF activity. Recent data shows spot XRP ETFs have accumulated nearly $800 million in inflows over the past 11 trading days, with yesterday's estimated $21.8 million addition led by funds like Bitwise and Canary. This represents about 0.33% of XRP's total supply being locked away. As Crypto Down Under noted in their end-of-day recap, ETFs just inhaled $21.81 million, faster than a black hole. These developments highlight institutional interest, but questions remain about price impact. Stick around as we break down the data, address common concerns, and explore implications. Remember, this is not financial advice. Always conduct your own research. Let's examine the current market dynamics step by step. First, ETF inflows. Since launch, cumulative assets under management stand at around $676 million, averaging $49 million per day. Yesterday's breakdown includes Canary at $337 million total, up $5.2 million. Grayscale at $134 million, Franklin Templeton at $112 million, and Bitwise adding $7.5 million. As XRP Clairvoyant posted today, total locked $690 million, plus $68 million in 24 hours, Wall Street's Thanksgiving feast. These funds source XRP quickly, often within 1 to 2 days post-close, due to prospectus requirements, which tightens available supply on exchanges. Binance's XRP holdings are at a 2025 low, reducing sell pressure. Next, regulatory updates. The Clarity Act draft is advancing in the Senate Agriculture Committee, with staff refining language for CFTC oversight of digital commodities like XRP. A potential markup window of December 9th to 11th is under discussion. This could provide clearer classification, reducing uncertainty. On the global front, Australia's new crypto custody bill introduces licensing with penalties for non-compliance, potentially benefiting compliant assets like XRP. As Coin Bureau highlighted, Australia is pushing ahead with a major overhaul of digital asset rules. Institutional adoption signals are also notable. MasterCard's XRPL-based tokenized card pilot processed initial RLUSD settled transactions this week involving WebBank and Gemini. SBI Remit reported a record for XRP settlements to the Philippines. RLUSD outstanding supply reached $48.3 million, up 11% week over week. On-chain, 24-hour real payment volume hit $1.84 billion, a 6% increase over the 7-day average, with XRPL DEX capturing 61% of volume, the highest since 2022. Technically, XRP closed at $2.17, ranging from $2.13 to $2.21, consolidating above the 200-day moving average of $1.11. This upward bias suggests buyers are absorbing dips, though liquidity remains thin. Expert analysis from the Crypto Basic indicates that to sustain current inflow trends, XRP's price may need to rise significantly, potentially, to levels supporting reduced float. Coinpedia's 12-month outlook discusses how continued ETF buying could drive 200 to 300% gains, though this depends on broader market conditions. But what about the supply picture? Ripple's monthly escrow releases total 1 billion XRP, or 0.5% of supply, much of which is relocked or used operationally. With ETFs absorbing 80 million tokens recently, exchange floats are shrinking. As Chad Steingraber explained in a thread today, the ETF funds must source XRP in 1 to 2 days after close. The timed escrow release prevents this option. This creates a structural shift toward tighter availability. Teaser. If inflows persist without corresponding price movement, what underlying factors might be at play? We'll address that next, including expert views on Ripple's ecosystem. Now, let's tackle common misconceptions head-on. One frequent doubt: ETF inflows aren't moving the price. Something must be wrong with Ripple. Data shows XRP up 5% this week to $2.218 and 18 thousandths, recovering from a $1.81 and 978 thousandths low, despite $164 million in Wednesday inflows alone. Crypto News questions if something big is holding the token back, pointing to flat performance amid $800 million inflows. Possible factors include macro headwinds like Fed rate pauses and overall market rotation, where Solana ETFs gained $476 million last month compared to XRP's $300 million. However, XRP's utility focus, payments, and tokenization differs from speculative plays, which may explain measured price response. Another myth: institutional adoption is overhyped. Banks aren't integrating yet. Evidence counters this. Multiple U.S. banks are advancing RippleNet and RLUSD Treasury implementations. Abu Dhabi's recent greenlight for RLUSD in institutional lending adds regulatory support. As Rich by Coin reported today, whale moves lift XRP as ETF inflows surge, supply tightens, and prices hint higher. MasterCard's pilot and SBI's records demonstrate operational use, not just pilots. On predictions, while some experts like those at Token Metrics note XRP's current $26.29 billion market cap adjusted for 2025 levels, long-term models vary. The Coin Republic weighs $10 breakout potential based on technicals, but emphasizes no guarantees. Finance Magnate's analysis from earlier this month highlights bullish patterns post-surge to $1.2 now extended. TradingView's expert sees potential for higher targets in a life-changing month, but ties it to breakthroughs like ETF volume. Bearish views, such as from Crypto Potato, forecast steady $2.20 trading without major catalysts. Addressing delays, community threads like Remy Relief's commentary note factors like regulatory timelines and ISO/Swift integrations as building blocks, not barriers. XRP Threads update underscores XRP on exchanges is quietly disappearing while ETFs, RLUSD, and institutional rails start to lock supply away. This patient accumulation phase aligns with historical cycles. In summary, today's developments, $21.8 million ETF inflows, clarity progress, and on-chain growth point to a maturing ecosystem. XRP's position at $2.21 reflects consolidation with upside potential from utility and supply dynamics. Regulatory clarity and institutional rails could enhance long-term value capture. If this analysis provided value, like the video to support more content like this. Comment your thoughts on ETF impacts or price outlook. Subscribe for ongoing XRP insights and share with fellow holders. Thanks for watching.